Questions by James Michelle. Number 1. I already asked you this one. Would you rather have no friends or no computer? And by no computer, I mean no internet.
No friends.
Burn to your friends. Would you rather be an only child or be a family of 10?
Family of 10.
That means a lot to me. Would you rather have $1 million and no kids, or regular amount of money, like blue collar, like manual labor, and have, as many kids as you desire? Whatever, 4 or 5.
Regular and have kids.
Would you rather be long distance for a year or literally be together every single minute with me? I'm not gonna be offended, I promise.
Be with you all the time.
Wow, are you gonna get a single one wrong? Not that there's any wrong answers. Would you rather make $1 million a year at a job that you hate, or have enough to survive, like the last question, like blue collar regular job that you love? That's probably the hardest one so far.
Realistically, I would probably, want the $1 million job so I could get any car I want. But I think I'll be happier with the second option, so I'll go with that.
Okay. Would you rather have all sons or all daughters?
All daughters.
Okay. Would you rather live in America as you are now, or have never left Korea? This is regardless of me. Answer this question as if you were like 23 or whenever you had met.
Okay, here.
Would you rather live in New York or LA?
Neither.
You have to choose one of them.
Neither.
You have to choose one.
Can New York?
Okay, I knew you were going to choose that. Would you rather have no friends, like literally none, like no, you never text anybody, no, nothing, or have so many friends that you barely have time with me?
No friends.
Would you stop being a wife pleaser?
I'm not.
Would you rather be 6'4" or be the height that you are now?
6'4".
Would you rather never watch a Korean drama again, or never watch an American show again?
Never watched an American show.
Wow, your true colors are really showing right now. Would you rather always be cold or always be hot?
Always be cold.
Would you rather be able to swim or able to fly? And by swim, I mean swim underwater, like breathe underwater.
Fly.
Okay. Would you rather be a writer or a lawyer? Choose someone just for you.
A writer.
Oh, oy, 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 oy. Would you rather would you rather have one girlfriend or 5 girls that you're talking to? That could be sexual or not.
Before I met you?
Yeah, don't concern me.
Before I met you, maybe 5 girls.
I'm ready to play. I knew it.
Well, I have to know like which one I like the best.
Well, yeah. Would you rather go to school for 10 more years and like have enough money just to survive off of, or would you rather work for 10 years but at a job that you like, it was the same job, you never got a promotion? but you felt like, it was an okay job.
Probably work for 10 years. I don't like school, man.
Would you rather be addicted to cigarettes or alcohol?
Neither. I guess cigarette.
I keep thinking this is a straw, so I've done this like 5 times.
Oh. I don't know why you still have that in there.
I don't know why. It's obviously not mixing it. That was the 18th question. Can you believe we went through 18 questions? Yeah. Would you rather have me have 20 exes or have slept with 100 guys?
Have 20 exes.
All right. Would you rather be a lion or be a shark?
A lion.
All right. All right. That was 20 questions. That went by very fast.
Yeah, it was too easy.
That was too easy. I was like writing these down like, damn, this is gonna take forever.
Yeah, that's why you were done way before me.
Oh, were they some more simple questions again?
Let's see.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. I have 15 questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Would you rather learn martial arts all year or learn how to use various weapons all year?
Martial arts, by far. I mean,
Martial arts.
I think that's biased because I've already learned martial arts
Okay.
for a little while.
Would you rather be a singer or an actress?
That's very difficult because I've thought extensively about both, but I think I would rather be a singer. I think I'm better at that than acting.
But you never sing to me. You're so shy.
I sing on occasion. I never act. I mean, I did drama in high school, but that's all.
Would you rather only eat meat with no veggies for 3 months, or only eat veggies, meaning no meat, no bread, no noodles, no nothing, just vegetables for 3 months?
So when I eat meat, it's just meat, no veggies, no pasta.
Just straight up meat.
I mean, I know you're gonna hate this, but the veggie side. If I get veggies with pasta and what was it, bread and
No bread.
Wait. What was the question again?
Would you rather only eat meat with no vegetables for 3 months, or only eat vegetables, meaning no meat, no bread, no noodles, no rice, no nothing?
So when I eat meat, it's also no bread, no noodles, no rice.
Just straight up meat or straight up vegetables?
Well, I mean, probably meat. I think it would be really hard to get the sustenance that you need out of just vegetables with no rice, no bread, no carbs at all.
Yeah, meaning no ranch, no nothing, just straight up vegetables.
I mean, reluctantly, I say meat, but I really need some carbs in my life. Bread specifically.
Okay, next question.
That was meant for me. That was just for me. That was a question just for me.
Yeah, I wrote these for you. Would you rather be an anime character or would you be a character in a Korean drama? Granted, your Korean was perfect.
Well, that's hard because I think in general, animes are a little bit more like of a wide variety of genres.
No, like you're literally in anime
Well, of
as
course,
a
a Korean
character,
drama.
Speaking Japanese with the
I mean,
English
no offense.
subtitles.
I mean, Korean drama.
Or Korean subtitles.
Korean drama. I mean, I wouldn't be a cartoon character.
Oh, that's true. Well, you could actually be a foreigner who only speaks English too. You don't have to really learn Korean.
They always speak such bad English, even when they're obviously not Korean. But I still would rather be in a Korean drama. I'd rather be in a romance than like a. I mean, I think on average most animes are like action fantasy. Would you say? Yeah. So I think I'd rather be in a romance.
This question is specifically for you. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Would you rather drive a Honda CR-V for a year or a Toyota RAV4 for a month and then walk everywhere for 11 months?
You suck. I would rather drive a CRV.
Oh.
For history. For some history. I learned how to drive on a Honda Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
Which is a minivan. But since then, I have driven all Toyotas, and my bias for Toyotas has grown. Mostly because, I mean, I wouldn't usually be like Toyotas against Honda. It's more like Toyota against American made, I would think. Like the general thing is Toyota. I mean, Japanese or maybe foreign against American made.
It's called domestic versus import.
Oh, I import. I know they made here. So, but with these, like, James watches a lot of videos of car videos about like this car or this car, this car or this car. And we watched a few videos that were like CRV versus RAV4 and similar type videos. And they were like very biased toward the CRV, like before they even made the video. Like the reasons why they were biased toward the CRV didn't make sense within the video.
Like they were paid by Honda people.
It seemed like that. They were the paid partnerships. So I was like, and since I was already driving a Toyota for so many years, I was like, this is ridiculous. So I have been very strongly tied to Toyota for very long, and I've shunned Honda, even though Honda, I mean, obviously Honda is not bad at all whatsoever. I mean, Honda is like the lesser evil of all of the evils.
Your parents drive Honda.
Yeah, all my parents, I mean, everyone in my family, essentially everybody in my family drives Japanese cars. And most of them are either Toyota or Honda. There's nothing wrong with Honda. I've driven a Honda originally, but there's something about I drive a RAV4. There's something about the RAV4 HRV.
CRV.
Oh, CRV. What's the HRV? Is that Toyota?
No.
HRV is nothing?
No, it's Honda.
Oh. The CRV, RAV4 CRV rivalry that really gets my blood boiling. So I would say I would rather drive a Honda CRV than walk. I drive a lot.
Alright, would you rather not watch any movies or shows or not listen to any music?
Oh, way rather not listen to music. I honestly, I don't care about music that much. I like singing and stuff like that. I do enjoy listening to music, but when it comes down to it, it's not something that like brings me joy in and of itself. I know that's like I feel like some of my friends don't really understand that, but that's just the way I am.
Okay. Would you rather have big boobs but no butt, or have no boobs but a nice booty?
That's a good question, because I was gonna ask you that one, but I was like, I don't want to. I think I would probably rather have no boobs and a big butt than big boobs and no butt, because proportionally speaking, no boobs and a big butt kind of makes sense, and you see that fairly often, whereas big boobs and no butt is like, those are fake boobs. That's what I think when I see somebody who has big boobs and no butt. It's like, those are fake, because how fat works, it just goes to the butt. That's just the way it works. So I would say I would rather have a big butt and no boobs. I mean, and when it comes to, I've already said this to you today, I'd rather have small boobs than saggy boobs, and let's be honest, big boobs equals saggy boobs later in life, at least. So
would you rather travel in Europe for a month or live in Korea for a year?
Live in Korea for a year. Hands down. I mean, nothing against Europe, but I have never had like a desire to travel in Europe. I would much rather travel like all around Asia, all around even like Africa, South America. I feel like I've learned about Europe in my schooling. Like, we learn about Europe so much in history and schooling that like I feel like I know all that stuff. It's like old. It's
It'll be
old.
different if you actually go
It's
see.
old. Yeah, it's true, but it's old in the way that I know. Like I understand. I've seen. I've done. You know, not seen it, but like I've seen pictures and I understand the history of it really well. Whereas South America and Asia and Africa are very, very old, but I don't know how they're old. I mean, Korea, like I would have a better understanding of that, but even other Asian countries are so old in a way that Western countries don't ever even learn about. And I really would prefer to be exposed to those.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you rather not sleep for a whole week or not eat or drink anything for a whole week?
Can you ask that question again?
Would you rather not sleep for a whole week or not eat or drink anything for a whole week?
It's like my kryptonite. That question is like my kryptonite. So you're saying, would I rather sleep for a whole week and be like kinda hungry a whole week?
No, you're not eating or drinking
Like, would I be
anything.
deadly hungry?
Because you're not even drinking water. for the
Or
whole week.
rather eat the whole week and be like deadly tired?
Eat and drink the whole week, but not sleep.
I know that both of those, like living without food and living without sleep, are both like torture.
Just choose one.
And even knowing me, I seriously believe that I would function better with no sleep and just food. I know that's hard to believe. Sleep is like number one. But I seriously believe that I might function better with no sleep. Dude, that's like seriously, there is script. The whole question is script. There's no way. Like there's nothing like. I would just die.
Okay. Well, since we already have Noah,
Mm.
I had to tweak the question a little bit.
Okay.
But would you rather have 4 boys or 1 boy and 3 girls?
Well, I already asked you if you'd rather have all girls and all boys.
Yeah.
So would I rather have 1 boy and all girls or all boys? Well, I'd like to have both. I'd like to have an even. I mean, I think everybody would like to have an even number.
If we didn't have Noah, then would you rather have all boys or all girls?
Before I had kids, I would have liked to have all girls because I understand girls, I know about girls, but now that I've had 1 boy, I would, like, without a doubt say all boys. Which is surprising, and I know I really want to, like, give you a girl because I know you really want a girl. But if it was just for me, I would rather have all boys because there's something about, like, my interaction with Noah that is, like, something that I never would have expected myself to experience before, and I really enjoy it. And it's like, I feel like it's easier for me to understand than a girl. Like, I feel like the way that I'm connecting with Noah right now is like, I'll be able to connect with him that way throughout his life. Whereas with a girl, it's like, I feel like things are about to change a lot, you know? I mean, like, because like the way that I interact with her is just, for example, the way that my dad has interacted with his sons, I feel like has kind of just like, you know, it pretty much, it's like pretty much staying the same throughout his life. But like the way that you interact with girls, as far as I feel, has to change a little bit throughout life. So like it gets harder as it goes on.
Would you rather be a werewolf or a vampire?
Like, is this in Twilight World or in
No,
like...
not Twilight World.
Just a normal world of like the way the vampires were before Twilight. I would rather be a vampire.
This might be a toughie too.
Okay.
I don't know. But would you rather not be able to wear any makeup for the whole year or not use your phone for a whole year?
Not wear any makeup so far. I feel like I've already done that because when I was pregnant, I didn't really wear makeup. I mean, that was only 9 months, but that's almost a year.
Would you rather live in a camper for 5 years traveling all over the States or live in a 1-room apartment in any city that you could choose?
What is this, like being married to you?
No.
1 room with you, Noah?
Yeah, and however many more that we have.
What was the question again?
Live in a camper for 5 years traveling all over the States or live in a 1-room apartment in any city?
Both sides of those questions is with you and Noah and whoever else.
For 5 years.
Yeah, city. Because I feel like I have to justify every question. Like, my side is so much longer than yours. Because I think that, realistically, honestly, you might think this is crazy, but I really don't like traveling. I like to live in a different place.
Well, even in
Traveling,
the
like,
camper, you
kind
don't
of
have
stresses
to
me out.
always travel. You
I
can
know,
stay
but
in-
that camper life is kind of travel life. I mean, it's like everything's like small. Like you live with just a few things. It's kind of small. You don't carry around everything that you need. Whereas when you live
What
somewhere,
about
it's
an
like
RV? Like a big ass
that's
RV.
the same. Sorry, I would still say living in a city. I know you're thinking live in an RV for.
What about after?
Wait, what was
or-
the time?
What about
time for both of
five
them?
years? 5 years.
What was the time for both of them?
5 years.
5 years for both of them?
5 years.
Yeah, definitely city.
Well, what if?
I mean, 5 years is a long time for a city.
What
but
if
it's a long time
our
for
kids are all grown and like they're out of
like
our
we're
lives?
empty nesters?
Oh, and it's just
There's the two of us. Probably, I would say, like we would have a home base somewhere, but we would travel around for 5 months, 5 years. Did you say 5 years?
no. We sold everything and we're in the RV for 5 years, and then maybe we'll keep doing it, or if we like it. If not, then we might.
The
get a house.
absolute, like, seriously, the only way I would do that is if we like have a house that we own.
No, we sold it. And then we got the RV, and we're gonna try that out after 5 years. If we like it, we keep doing it. If not, then we choose a city.
That would be really difficult
get a
for
house.
me because all of our kids would be like settled down somewhere and we would be the nomads, and that would just be difficult for me because like my parents hold a place in my life where it's like if I need to move anywhere, if I need to do anything, I can like set a few things there, or like if I move anywhere or do anything, they'll always be there. Whereas if I was the kid and my parents were like going somewhere random all the time, it would be really like upsetting for me, I think.
The kids will not be upset in this scenario.
Okay, so pretty much you're saying no kids.
Sure.
So no kids.
Everything.
No. You're
Why? Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Everything.
You're making something up.
All right.
I'm introverted enough in that being out all the time.
You're not out. You're in your house in the RV, which is your house.
I like to home make. I'm not very good at it, but I like it.
Yeah, you could home make inside the RV.
You're making stuff. You're manipulating. You want me to give the answer that you want me to have.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
Would you rather be chased by the cops or by gangsters?
Cops. Well, are the gangsters like trying to get something from me? Like, are they loan sharks or something?
They want to kill you.
Kill me? Well, the
cops
cop.
want to arrest you or kill you too.
I mean, I'd rather take the chance and go with the cops. The gangsters want to kill me. The cops want to kill or arrest me. The cops, of course. Come on.
Okay. This is the
At least I
last.
have a chance with them.
This is the last question.
Okay, I'm
Are
excited.
you ready?
Okay, it better be good.
It is good. Would you rather 5 times a day, every day, or once biannually?
Sex.
I didn't say.
5 times a day or once biannually.
It means every 6 months. So twice a year.
Honestly, that's a little bit hard for me as somebody who's not like super sexual person all the time. But I think I would rather say 5 times a day.
What about 5 times a day or once every 3 months?
I think if it really came down to it, it would have to be like 5 times a day or once every 2 weeks. Then I might say once every 2 weeks. That would be the infrequently
that was
enough.
not the question.
So you said five. What was it? 5 times a day or once every 3 months? 5 times a day.
5 times a day or once a month?
That's a little bit harder, but I would still hit 5 times. I mean, if it wasn't, if we take this off the video, if it wasn't like take a shower, get ready, do all this stuff, if it was like bang one out, then I would rather do 5 times a day. I mean, because you can't really do like get prepared and do it 5 times.
It could be a quickie. It could be
5 times a
full.
day. 5 times a day. I'm serious. It would only come down to like once every 2 weeks. Because like that, I think is how, maybe once a week, maybe. Because that's how often I feel like, oh man, I want to have sex. Whereas 5 times a day is a lot for you too. I mean, it's not just for me, it's like for both.
No, just for you.
I mean, I'd be fine with 5 times a day. 5 times a day every single day is a lot.
Yeah, that's the point of the question. 5 times a day, every single day.
But 6 months is like never.
It's 1 time every 6 months.
I would still say 5 times a day. The only way that I would ever say the less frequent one is if it was like
2 weeks.
I think 2 weeks is what I would choose. Is the most infrequent that I would choose, as opposed to 5 times a day.
All right.
Those are highly different. I mean, what's 5 times a day times 14?
2 weeks, 70.
70. That's 70 times as opposed to 1 time. That's quite a difference.
Yeah.
That's the most infrequent that I would do. I mean, realistically, that's the most infrequent that I would do. That's the last one. I really like those questions. You didn't think of any more?
I didn't have enough time.
That was fun.
All right.
Hi. That's from a TikTok that James has literally never seen, and he still quotes it sometimes.
I don't
Hi.
do TikTok.
James doesn't take James is in TikTok, of course, because of China. China. That's another TikTok joke. China.
Kids.
China. Can you say it the way he said? China. He said it like Gina. China.
Crazy.
Alright. Take it easy. Good watching, dudes. That was fun. Bet you learned a lot about me and a little bit about James.